Today is November the 9th, and the election is already over finally. I have been up around since 3 o'clock. I know I look a little tired, but mainly it's mainly because I pretty much was trying to nod off a little bit, but I decided to make this video really quick anyway. So, yeah, our new president is going to be Donald Trump. Something that I already knew. I've already voted for the guy. And yeah, this is something that, well, pretty much the mainstream media didn't expect. But us true Americans, we already knew. I mean, think about it. We all knew that the mainstream media has always been lying about them and everything. So this is actually like a kick in the pants for them. The Wall Streets, they pretty much going down because they invested so much into Hillary Clinton winning. Even though the amount that she lost by was not too surprising. I mean, when it came to near the end, I would say Donald Trump, he pretty much could have won at any state. Mainly, he would have won. He had like either two states to win, and he would have been president. Hillary Clinton had to win at least 3, 4 out of 5 of those states. And the one thing that a lot of people realize is the polls and the mainstream media was lying. Because for one thing, when it came to the mainstream media, the polls kept saying that Hillary Clinton was winning, or like I would say like 2, maybe 3 polls that Donald Trump was winning, or they were equal, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Considering that how things were going and how everything was prospering, I couldn't see Hillary Clinton was winning at all. In fact, her rallies prove that. I mean, she can barely put off around 1,000 people, let alone around 10,000 like Trump was doing. I mean, she was only putting out like 100 people in her rallies. I would say when it came to the election, I'm looking at Hillary Clinton's people and I'm looking at Donald Trump's people. It seems like Donald Trump's people, they was actually getting happy and everything, while Hillary Clinton's people, they were just sad, waiting for the numbers. Hopefully they change to Hillary Clinton's actually winning and stuff, but it didn't happen. Pretty much a lot of people was crying, they were sad and stuff like that. I'm like, well, honestly, I'm like, yeah, I kind of see that Donald Trump was gonna win this, because truth be told, when you look at all the rallies and all this other stuff, yeah, he's too far ahead in this. He knew he was gonna win. That's why he said, "Why have an election? Just give it to me right now," which he already knew it. I mean, seriously, we all knew it. But yeah, I was up since around. Let's see, I think that it ended around 3. Because I know I was up for a long period of time. I mean, this is the farthest I have actually been up ever. Well, not ever. I mean, I did actually have some late nights that I stayed up all night, but this has actually been a long time since I've been up that long, honestly. I haven't been up since 3 o'clock for probably around a few years now. This is the first time I've been up for at least 3 o'clock. And Pennsylvania, they did not have their voters in, but they finally put in for Donald Trump. They said, we might as well put it for Donald Trump, because we see that there's no more votes for her. There's no more vote for Hillary Clinton. We can see this. Everybody knowing that this was going to happen. And yeah, I know I'm not really ecstatic right now, but that's because I'm mainly trying to get myself up and everything. I'm still a little tired, still a little nuts. I may go back to sleep right when I actually do this. And I most likely won't be uploading this until Saturday. So yeah, you may see this on the 12th and not right now, which is the 9th. I'm gonna say it was really interesting. My mother, she's a little upset, saying something, oh, he's getting rid of all this and all that. I'm like, no, he's not. See, that's the one thing about it. When I hear about these people saying that he's a racist, he's sexist, he's homophobic, he's xenophobic, all this, I'm like, who cares? Truth be told, we already know he's not homophobic. We already know he's not racist. Because building the wall does not make you racist. When you're a racist, that means that you dislike a certain creed of people. And that doesn't make you racist. Well, that actually makes you racist. But building a wall does not make you racist. That's just saying that we need border control. Because the border control people have a hard time keeping up with these people, considering they can just hop the fence or either they go under it. Seriously. Whew. But anyways, I am actually glad that Donald Trump won. It was actually a historic thing, because a lot of people were hoping that we had the first female president. But I'm like, no, I'm happy that Hillary Clinton is not the president. I know a lot of people Pretty much my friend asked me, do I hate women? Like, no. Truth be told, I wouldn't mind having a female president. But Hillary Clinton is just not the one president I want. She is the worst person that I ever known. I mean, her husband's a rapist, and nobody said anything about that. They keep saying, well, he's not going to be running for office. I'm like, he's still going to be in the White House, so, yeah. I think it's getting a little dark right here. Hold on. Because, oh, I'm using a beater in case, so keep in mind that. See if it's a little lighter right here. Yeah, I can say. But anyways, yeah. When I hear all this other stuff about the election, honestly, I knew Donald Trump was gonna win. I would say a lot of those media, the mainstream media, they was off by a long shot with this one. It was so sad, and I'm like, I'm not too surprised because I'm hearing them say all these bad things about Trump, and yet they lost. She lost. Hillary Clinton just lost and everything. Everybody was like, they crying and everything. Like, why are you crying for? I mean, should have known this was gonna happen. I mean, the mainstream media keeps thinking that the camera angles is gonna make all the difference when people already know that we don't trust the mainstream media. That's mainly why they were a little upset with it, though, because when it comes to the mainstream media, they were trying their best to endorse Hillary, but Hillary, but when they saw that she was losing, they knew that people can catch them on their lies now, because they keep saying that Donald Trump is losing. They say, why do you want to be on a losing ship now? But when it showed that Donald Trump was winning, the mainstream media, Fox, CNN, all those mainstream media outlets, they were getting scared because they knew that if they were to find out that Donald Trump would win, that means that their predictions were wrong. That's the one thing that they knew. They knew that they were wrong. They would endorse Hillary anyways, and all this stuff coming out, like the WikiLeaks with the email scandal, when it came to Bill Clinton's rape scandal, and nobody's actually talking about that though. They want to say, oh, Donald Trump did this to women, and yet it's been proven that he didn't. That's the one thing that, honestly, I would say a lot of Americans saw past. They're like, no, we're going to look this stuff up for ourselves. We're not going to believe everything that you're telling us. We're going to look this stuff up so this way we have a better chance of actually making the right decision. Because when we look at what Hillary has done, we see that her skeletons in her closet was all screwed up. And truth be told, Democrats would have had a better chance if they actually had Bernie Sanders. If they would have had Bernie Sanders, I would say that Bernie Sanders would have had a better chance of beating Donald Trump. If it was Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump, I would say that it would have been tremendously close. I would say Bernie Sanders would have probably been on 160, while Donald Trump probably be 150 or 160 as well, and probably one state would have determined who would be the president. But they decided to choose Hillary Clinton. People did not want Hillary Clinton. In fact, when Bernie Sanders tried to make his supporters support Hillary Clinton, only 50 people showed up. And they had to cancel some events because of the low outcome. Hillary Clinton knew that she most likely wasn't going to win. She was hoping that the mainstream media will actually make it like she's winning. But, it's like I say, America's not stupid. We're not stupid. We didn't just accept that to be the truth. We looked things up and we saw that they were wrong. Now, I'm not saying that all of them were, for Donald Trump, because there were some states for Hillary Clinton. But the way I saw it, and the way it ended, it seemed like Hillary Clinton had a hard time actually trying to keep up. I mean, when it came to the election, it wasn't really too close. I mean, there were some times that Hillary Clinton looked like she was going to catch up, but no. Pretty much for the first time, it seems like Donald Trump had it. Out the gate, Donald Trump had it. And the mainstream media kept saying, oh, I don't know how he's getting this far. I'm like, how do you think
people aren't just looking at you. People are looking at WikiLeaks. They're looking at InfoWars. They're looking at a lot of other sources. They don't want to just look at Fox News or CNN because they see that you have a complete and total bias toward Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Because truth be told, I be hearing these newscasters talk so much about Donald Trump and what he's doing bad, but I haven't really heard that many things what Hillary Clinton is doing bad. The only time they actually say something about it is when it came down to her nearly passing out at the 9/11 memorial, and when it came to her email scandal, because they see they had no choice. Because people already knew about it, so they had no choice but to go into it, but they didn't go into it like they did Donald Trump stuff. The only thing they tried to pull on Donald Trump is when it came to the whole... Hold on. I thought someone was at the door. But anyways, the main thing that they tried to put on Donald Trump was the whole bus thing. That's mainly the only thing they had against him. But they couldn't even get that out because guess what? People didn't care. When we saw, when it came to the bus thing, yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, he was being a little bit of an ass. But the thing is, that's just locker room talk. How many people you know hasn't talked like that behind closed doors? I mean, I've done it. I can admit I've done it. The only difference is that the mainstream media wants to pretend like they're saints. Dang, I gotta get this camera thing angled right. I don't get it right whatsoever. Oh. I'm trying to get it right. Hold on, guys. There we go. Anyways, when it came to this thing, well, let's see, it was actually around close to the second debate. Donald Trump, he apologized for it, but truth be told, we really didn't care because who cared about the whole bus thing? I mean, it's just locker room talk. I mean, I've done it. Everybody's done it. I mean, females done it. And they said, and she wants to say that this is the real Donald Trump. Like, this is him, like, since, what, 2005? That's it. Locker room talk is locker room talk. People talk about things in the locker room all the time. Women do it, men do it, like I just said. And then, the only thing that us real Americans said is like, well, it's just locker room talk. We don't care. Truth be told, people talk like this. We didn't care about him apologizing, but he apologized anyway to show he's the bigger man about it. And I'm like, well, at least you apologize for it. For me, it's not really too big of a deal. But he did do it. He just apologized for it, but truth be told, it's not really that big of a deal. But anyways, at that point, that's when the whole rape allegations came out, and I'm like, okay, this came out a little bit too frequently. I mean, when it came to Hillary Clinton and her rape case, her rape scandal, and what came to Bill Clinton raping someone and her attacking those women that he raped, that came out on the first debate. Well, actually before the first debate, months before so. But when it came to Donald Trump, his came out after the second debate. And we like, it makes no sense that it came out during a time that should have came out a long time ago. It was a skeptical, it was a weird thing, because why would it come out so late into the polls? Pretty much it was the media trying to stick something on Donald Trump so people would think that he was a bad person and not just Hillary Clinton. Problem is that didn't fly because a lot of people looked at WikiLeaks and figured out that these women were either lying or had some kind of agenda. We didn't know. But truth be told, he never did it. And he didn't even have to apologize for that because he knew he didn't do it. But anyways, Donald Trump is our new president. Well, gonna be next year mainly. Because I believe that he has to sort stuff in. I'm guessing that's gonna happen around January the 1st. So I'm not very sure when it comes to that part. But I know that Barack Obama is still the president, right, for so far, right now. And one, he's planning on getting rid of the Obamacare, which I am glad. Two, he wants to get a secure border, which that's good. Three, he definitely wants to take out ISIS, which I definitely hope for that. And truth be told, he's not with the political correctness bullshit. People say that he's not professional. He's not like a politician. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Donald Trump is someone like the people. He is not the kind of person who will give you a long speech. He's the kind of person that if you ask him a question, he'll give you a straight answer. Hillary Clinton will beat around the bush so she won't have to give you a straight answer. So this way he can probably try to confuse you. But Donald Trump is the kind of guy who's like, well, this is the way I am. I'm just like any average Joe here. I talk to you like you talk to me. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. Truth be told, I can deal with a guy who wants to do right for the country. And he's doing that. That's a good thing. He's not like Hillary Clinton. See, when it came to Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, a lot of people say that they got screwed because they mostly prefer Bernie Sanders. Which I said would have been a lot better and a lot easier for them to win. Because if Bernie Sanders were faced against Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders probably would have won. Maybe by not that much, but he probably would have won. When it came to Hillary Clinton, people said it was going to be a historic moment because it will be an historic moment because it'll be the first female president. But the one thing is that just because we have a female president doesn't mean a damn thing. Because to me, I don't care if you're a female. All I care is that if you're given this state of power, like the president, then I want you to be able to protect and help everybody. Not just yourself, not just your friends, but everybody. Donald Trump has made jobs, so I don't have any doubt that he can bring jobs. Because he can make them. He's made them pretty much most of his life, I believe. And I don't just believe that, I know, because he's made Trump Towers. He made multiple Trump Towers. But the one thing is I found very interesting is that Hillary Clinton just kept on attacking him, saying that he's unprofessional. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. He is unprofessional. But that's why we like him. You want to be politically correct. You want to call yourself a feminist and one person of Black Lives Matter. You kind of screwed yourself over when you joined those two movements. Because for one, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, not many black folks even like that movement. They found it to be a destructive movement for gang members and dumbasses. And I know a lot of them are listening, probably are going to hear this, but I don't care. And when it comes to the feminist party, most women don't like it because it seems like they want things to happen. It's like they want to go back to times when women didn't have any power. Either that or they just want dominance and control. Because when I look at a lot of the videos where it comes to Black Lives Matter and when it comes to the feminists, Black Lives Matter seems like they're just racist. And the feminists seem like they're just sexist. And she wants to say that she's a feminist and she's part of Black Lives Matter, but yet you take donations from places that treat women like complete and total objects. That they actually have to wear a whole lot of things that cover them except for their eyeballs. Seriously. If you want to be a feminist, be the right kind. Don't be a modern day feminist. Be like the first wave or the second wave. Don't be the third wave. Because you be the third wave, you're going to piss off a lot of women, which you did. And they're saying that, oh, she has a large percentage of the women's votes. That was not true. Because how much she lost by, I would say there was a lot of women in her rally. But truth be told, they were just sad because she was losing. She was losing. History has been made. Just not in the way that they expected it. Well, that's all I got to say for right now. You can like me, you can like this video, or you can comment below. You can subscribe to or you can subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook or, follow me on Twitter. I'm about to probably go back to bed because I am still a little tired right now. So, I will see you guys another time. Peace out.